Hello everybody, welcome to the online training for students lesson 7 for the I Remember project. In this lesson we will work on our final project here and we will see how we can export the video. Also in this lesson we will do all the process again for you to understand and to have the workflow, the complete workflow here to work. It is important also to make some experiments. You have to work with this software several times to understand it better, okay? So now we will we will give our project the name. In this case I will call it Lab 2 and I will create it. As you remember, the first thing we have to do is to import our files. If you go to this button here, you can import our files. So I will browse it and I'll choose this cam1, this cam2, and I don't want these audio files. I just want to bring those two folders here. So now we have our library that has import all the files that I need, and if you want to bring them all together here, you remember, add some bins. So first one I will call cam1, remember, then I will call it cam2, and then I'll create another one that I will call cut. Okay, and now I will start to import my videos here. So camera 1 will be those two. I'll drag them to camera 1. Camera 2 will be those two here, and all the others will be our cut. So now we have everything well organized. First thing we want to do is to create our first edit here. So I will ask and create edit 1 that I will name. It is important to name our edits. It will be easier after to create our final product. So I will name it open or opening, because those are the first images, the first footage that we will see in our video. And then I will start creating my storyboard here. So I will use this first video, then this one, and then this one. And then remember, I will have my multicam here. So I'll bring this video and this video, because I know that those are the two videos that we are going to use in our multicam editing. And then I will close my video with some images here again, with this one, and maybe another. Yes, this one, we can use this one also. So now we have our storyboard here, and it will be easier for us to work. I can close my main panel here of my library, and then I will just start editing. So I'll choose the first video that I want to have in my editing here, that's called opening, and then I'll start to do my mark ins and mark outs. Okay, in this case I only want to bring the video here, so I will uncheck those two lines that are the sound, okay, the audio, and then I'll bring it to my opening composition. So I'll do the same with the second one. Here I just want this camera movement here. I'll uncheck, mark out, and then bring it to my final composition. Same for this one. I just want this this field depth. Okay, I'll bring it. Sorry, I'll uncheck the audio and then I bring it. So here I have my opening editing. I can leave it here because I will use it for the final project. Then I need to create my multicam here. So this process will be a little different from the one we made because we will create sub clips here. So at first I'll open it. Remember, I will show my audio here because I need to work with the audio reference. Remember, when you will work with multicam, remember always to bring some synchronized point here. Clap your hands or something like that. So sometimes it takes a little time here to have our audio form. Okay, I'll just zoom a little bit here and I'll travel until I found my sync point here. I'll just be sure that I have the first frame after the clap here and I'll leave it. And I'll do the same process with the second video. I'll zoom it. I'll check, be sure here that I have my wave forms, and then I'll go to the mark, do some more zoom, and I will be sure that I am just before the clapping sound. Here, zoom it a little bit more and be sure that I have the first frame after the clap. Okay, here is the first. You can, if you play it, you can be sure. Once again, make some zoom and go here. What I want to do here is just mark the in, okay, and go to the end of my clip and mark the out. Then I will go to this button here and I create a subclip, okay, and it will appear with a blue flag. And of course I will do the same here for the other clip of the multicam. Sorry, here be sure that we are just before the clapping sound. Here, make some zoom, travel to the first frame after the clapping sound, mark in, go to the end of the clip, mark out, and create a subclip. Now we have those two subclips here that we are going to work with. So I'll bring them to my storyboard and I can just close this one because those are the clips that we are going to use for our multicam. Here I will choose this one and this one with the control or command in a Mac. Press the right button on your mouse and make a multicam bin. And then I will name it multicam cam 1 and I will sync them by the current frame because I know that the current frame is the first frame of our clip, our subclip that we have created, and I will do it. So now I have my multicam here I can drag it just here to be sure. Then what I'm going to do is to edit my multicam. So you remember, we'll create an edit. We'll call it multicam edit. And then I will start my edit here. So remember, you choose the clip, you press the space button, and then with the commands that we create, remember the 1 and the 2, we'll start editing. Of course, I will not edit the entire multicam here. I will do just some cuts for you to understand. Now I will press the button 2 on my keyboard here to change cameras. Once again the 1, and once again the 2nd, and once again camera 1. So now I will stop it. When you will work with this multicam, you have to be sure that the contents that are here are really the important ones, okay? I'll just clean my edit because I have some blank space here that I can see if I zoom in. And I know that it will start just here, so I will mark it in. I'll travel to the beginning of my footage and I will clear it. And now you can see that we have a clean edit. What I want to do is also to remove the end of the clip, because when you work with multicam, the software will bring all the information from the cameras. So what I want is only from until here, okay? Until here, I'll mark my in, then I go to the end of my clip and I will just clean it. Now we have our opening and we have our multicam edit. As you can see, we are creating our final storyboard here. So we will create a new edit here and we will call it close, because we will close with this edit. And then we will start working once again with this footage. I'll just have this camera movement here, from here to here. Remember, out. I will uncheck these boxes and I will send them to my final or to my close edit here. Do the same with this one. Uncheck the audio, choose your point. That will be this from here to here. Bring them here. And then with the last image, I just want this field here, this depth field that I created. So here from here, okay, uncheck the audio and bring them to my edit that is called close. Now we have our 3 edits: opening, multicam edit, and close. So I can create the final one. I will create once more. I'll call it final edit. Final edit. From here to here, because I know that is all the opening, and I'll bring them here. And then I will go to the last path to be sure that I will start when the last image open. Same thing here. I'll mark in, go to the end and bring it to my last edit. And once again, I'll do the same thing for the closing edit. So mark in, mark out, and bring it. So now I have my final edit here that is made by all the other edits that I have choose here. You can see we have the open, the multicam, and the closing edit. Now we will add some audio here, because we don't have audio for the first, the opening part and the closing part. So I will click with my right mouse here and I add a track. This track will be an audio track. I just add it, and as you can see we have audio 3. And now we will import an audio file. So import here. I will browse somewhere where I know that I have an audio. Here I have an audio file. I'll choose it, import. And now I will just drag it to the third timeline. Now I will do some marking here. So I will uncheck the video and the 2 audios here. And I'll go to the end of my opening edit, and I will just mark it. Okay, I will mark in. Then I will go to the end of the multicam edit and I will mark out. And then I will ask the software to erase the gap. Okay, then I'll go to the end of my edit here and I'll do the same. I'll mark in, I'll go to the end of my timeline if you want. Maybe it's better because we want the final product here. And I will delete the gap. So now we will have only our final product here. To be sure that we are not going to have a lot of black space here, we are traveling to the end of my video. Now you can bring those timelines. We'll travel to the last image that we have here. This is the last. We'll mark it in, and then to the end of my composition, mark out and clear. Okay, so now I only have my final video. Okay, now the exportation process is very easy. Just click with your right mouse and you choose export. Since this is the free version, we only have this option here. That is not a problem, it will be okay for us. So you choose YouTube, and then you choose the 25 frames per second, the 7200 pixels, that is the size. And then you choose the folder where you want to save it, and then you just ask it to start. It will take some time here because you need to write all the information, all the image and the sound. But when it will stop, when it ends, you will have your file, and it's H.264. In this case, we are using a Windows platform, so it's a MP4. If you use a Mac, it will be a MOV file. So this is the last lesson. I hope that you could understand how it works, and I am sure that the process is very easy. And remember, you need to practice. Do some videos for free, not for the laboratory, to get used to work with this interface and with this software. Thank you for watching.